Hello everybody, my name is Max and thank you for tuning in here on the history of Red. This is my new series I'm doing. Is basically history on specific characters that people don't know and still are confused regarding these characters. Anyways, and Pokemon, I'm going to involve Pokemon in this too. Red is not it's not Ash from the anime. I just want to clear that out for all the new people that are watching this. He's not that. He's a separate new character. I'm sorry, a separate old character, and was the original male protagonist before they changed stuff up. Anyways, let's start this. This is a trainer card, or whatever you want to call it, Dex holder. You guys can see here Red. He was birthplace was Pallet Town. His age, he was 11 in the Red, Blue, and Green series, and then 13 on the Yellow series. 14 on the Gold and Silver and Crystal series, and then 16 on Fire Red, Leaf Green, and Emerald. So you guys can see here, now we're in black and white too. Imagine how old he is now. He's 20 plus, guys. I'm pretty positive he's 20 plus. And his title is champion of the 9th Pokemon League, and he passed the Virdian Gym Leader selection test. I'll explain to you guys how he did that, and I highly recommend you guys check out the description below. I'll tell you when to check it out actually. You got Red's rivals and companions at the beginning of his journey. You got Green on the left and Blue on the right. Green is not Blue, guys. Green is not Gary, guys. Green is Green. Blue is actually a girl, not a guy. Blue, it's she's a crazy little sly girl, and I think they were both born in Pallet Town, which is kind of cool. And there's their starters. Blue starter was Squirtle and green starter was Charmander. So speaking of Pokemon, we should move into Red's first team. We're gonna start with Soar. Now Soar was given to Red in an accident. Apparently what happened was Oak's Labs Pokemon got escaped, or something happened, and Red came at the moment he was not supposed to be there, and Oak accused Red for breaking all the Pokemon out. So Red goes to catch Soar and to prove that he's innocent. When he found Soar, they encounter a wild Pokemon named, I think it was Machoke, correct me if I'm wrong, and Soar learns Solar Beam right after he meets Red. Eventually Soar evolves to Ivysaur in Celadon City and evolves to Venusaur in the epic battle between Zapmolcuno. I will explain who Zapmolcuno is in a minute. Interesting fact, Soar's Solar Beam was used to take down Mewtwo so Blank can restrain it from causing havoc. So yeah guys, Soar's Solar Beam took out quote unquote Mewtwo. And as they say, it's the most powerful Solar Beam ever. Anyways, we're going to Polly now. Now Polly was Red's first Pokemon, and Polly evolved into a Poliwhirl in the moment to save Red from drowning. I guess Red was 11 and he didn't know how to swim yet, so Poliwag evolved to a Poliwhirl at the moment. And then Polly evolved to Poliwrath to save Red again from drowning, but this time it was in defense against Lieutenant Surge, the electric type gym leader. It was in St. Anne, and Lieutenant Surge actually kicked Red off the ship. He actually did some Spartan kick, whatever you guys, if you guys watch Sparta, he did that Sparta kick on Red, and Red fell. He doesn't know how to swim. Poliwhirl goes into the water, and this was in the harbor, and then comes back as a Poliwrath. Now people were talking about it and saying, how did he evolve without a water stone? It was later revealed in the Emerald series that Poliwhirl actually found a water stone in the harbor while he was saving Red, and he evolved inside the water. Interesting fact, it's still unknown that how Red got Poly. They don't know if he caught it or received it. All we see is flashbacks in the manga, and from when Red was a child, as you guys can see in that picture. Red was an infant. Third Pokemon is gonna be Pika, aka Pikachu. Pika was caught in Pewter City, and Pika is the only Pikachu that knows Surf and Mega Volt. Surf is actually a move Megavolt isn't. Megavolt was taught by Yellow. Pika was traded to Blue and Yellow accidentally. It was traded to Blue accidentally, and while it was with Blue, she taught him a lot of new moves. And then Yellow, she taught Pika Surf and Megavolt. Interesting fact, before Pika was caught by Red, Pika used to cause havoc and steal food at Pewter City. Super survival tactics, you know, you gotta survive, like if you want to live, you know. We're going into his fourth Pokemon. It's going to be Snorlax, aka Snore. Snore was caught in Route 12 like any other game in the first and second gen series. You can catch Snorlax in Route 12. Snore became later a valuable member in Red's team, defeating Giovanni's gym and facing a one-on-one against Blue's Machamp. So basically, Blue, she had a Machamp, and the Indigo Plateau, it was a one-on-one battle. Snorlax won. That's kind of badass. Interesting fact, Snore is the only Snorlax that learned the move Harden, and this Snore also stopped the Magnet Train in Goldenrod City from crashing, which is crazy. We're going to its fifth Pokemon, V, aka Eevee. V was an experiment from Team Rocket. It was a biological experiment, and Team Rocket was trying to like make it change forms at will. And when I say change forms, the ability to change into Jolteon, Vapreon, and Flareon at will, which is badass. They should make that an event Pokemon in like Black and White too. I think like it's crazy. Eventually, Eevee evolved to or V evolved into Espeon after defeating the Elite Four. Some interesting fact regarding V. V was never intended to be Red's. Erica requested Red to catch V from Team Rocket in order for Red to battle Erica's gym. So when Red came to Celadon City, he wanted to face the gym immediately, and Erica said, no, you need to get V. Red did get V, and then while at the heat of the battle, Red was getting his ass kicked, and V saved Red from getting his ass kicked, and then they formed a trainer spawn. Eventually led up, Erica just said, you know what, you can keep V, I think he likes you better. His final Pokemon is Arrow. Now Red obtained the old Amber from Giovanni long at the beginning, when Giovanni and Red briefly met. At this time, Red did not know that Giovanni was the leader of Team Rocket and was the gym leader, the last gym leader of the Kanto. Arrow became resurrected at Cinnabar Island. Blaine instructed Red to use the fossil machine at the heat of the moment. At that time, they were battling Team Rocket because Team Rocket was stealing Moltres from Cinnabar Island. They failed to defeat Team Rocket, and Team Rocket managed to get Moltres. An interesting fact, Arrow became severely injured by the battle between Deoxys. Both of his wings got pierced, and was no longer he wasn't able to battle ever again, and we never hear from Arrow ever again after that. Anyways, now you guys should pause this video and read the description. So pause it and read the description while you're looking at this. I'm gonna just explain square by square. All right. So we're gonna start from the left. You can see Pika here electrifying Red for some reason. I guess he pissed him off. And then you see Red here with Gyarados. Gyarados is Red's Pokemon, but he doesn't really use him. What happened is Red caught a Krabby and he traded it for Misty's Gyarados, and I guess he was getting used to Gyarados at that time. Going to the next square, you see Giovanni versus Red in the epic gym battle of his life, the last gym battle. And then you see in the last square, you see Red instructing Venusaur to Solar Beam Green's Charizard in the finals in the Indigo Plateau, and it was the best battle in history. That's what they say. And Solar Beam defeated Charizard. Going into the second column, you see Bruno and Red in Mount Moon. Red is trying to escape, and Bruno's trying to warn the others. Eventually warned Lorelei, the ice trainer in the Elite Four. Lorelei used the ice cuff maneuver to freeze Red in Mount Moon, and they say he was there for days, weeks. Eventually some guy with a thick black coat and a hat, they say it was Giovanni, saved them. And then you see in the next square, you see Red getting ready to go to the Elite Four and beat them up. And then you see Red talking to Yellow after they defeated the Elite Four. The third line, you see Red going to the Vermilion City gym leader test to become the next gym leader. Eventually, you see Red here happy. I think he just passed the exam, but bad news struck that he couldn't do it because he was still injured. He was permanently injured from the ice cuffs. And eventually he goes to Johto and Mt.Silver, and Then he reunites with Green because he finds out stuff was going on in the Alex Forest, and joins Blue to face the Mask of Ice, the leader of Neo Team Rocket. Again, guys, you guys are gonna get lost if you guys don't read the description. You gotta read the description. It's a cool story. All right, the last column you see Red, Arrow, and Green's Charizard. About to go to the Seavai Islands to face Deoxys and Team Rocket. And now you see Green and Red teaming up to defeat Team Rocket. And now you see Red and Giovanni on the airship, mid-air, battling. And then the last picture you see Red, Deoxys, and Mewtwo. Mewtwo and Deoxys battle, have like the most epic psychic battle in history. I don't know what, that's what they say. And then on the far left you see Team Rocket's Beast Trio. Alright guys, you gotta read the description. Do not continue this video until you finish reading the description. Final team, you guys see Espeon, Pikachu, Charizard, Blastoise, Snorlax, and Venusaur. That's Blue's Blasty and that's Green's Charizard. I guess they traded it or something. I don't remember the story, but he eventually gets both of them. The sprites in game of Red. You see here Gen 1 the sprites. First one is Pokemon Red, Pokemon Blue, Pokemon Green, and Pokemon Yellow. And then Gen you see Gold, Silver, Crystal. And then Gen 3 Fire Red, Leaf Green. And then Gen 4 you see Red, how he is today. Battling Red, you see here Gold in the classical Gold version in Mount Moon. You're about to battle Red. Then you see here my Heart Gold, Mount Moon again. And then you can battle him again in Pokemon Black and White 2, which is awesome, at the Pokemon World Tournament. If you guys want to see the battle, click the annotation in the middle right now. That's my battle between him. It's kind of cool. Alright, final verdict and questions, guys. There's a lot of questions unanswered, but I got some questions answered for y'all. Now, a lot of people want to know why Red is so old. You see this picture right here, for instance. Why is he so tall and so old? Like I said, guys, after the Emerald series, he was 16. Now it's Black and White 2 series. He's actually 20 plus, guys. He's old now. He's kind of old. And you see his team here. And a lot of people want to know, why is he always in the Mount Moon? What is he doing there? He's training. He decides to go there for training purposes. And he decides to isolate himself from everyone. And I think he's scarred since he was frozen there for days. And he wants to, I guess, conquer his fears or something. And wants to I guess prove to the other trainers, if you want to become a master, you got to conquer your fears or something. He's trying to tell a message to the other trainers. In this picture you see Red leaving Pallet Town. I believe it's Pallet Town or some other town for the last time he's just seeing. And I have a question for you guys. Will he ever return? And if he does, where do you think you want to see Red next time? Except the World Tournament, the PWT. Alright guys, that's basically it. I hope you guys enjoyed this little history thing I'm doing, and if you guys can leave a like, it's much appreciated. Subscribe and stay tuned for the next week's installment in the history series, in Pokemon history series. Let me know what you guys think of Red. Make sure you read the description below, because there's also a lot of stuff you guys gotta know about him. And what else? Yeah, stay tuned, and here's a sneak peek on who's gonna be, or who we're gonna be discussing next week. Till next time. Peace.